بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my respected brothers and sisters. Welcome back to your show, Ask Eman, the show that gives you the opportunity and the platform, inshallah, to pick up your phone and call us here live in our studio on 0203 515 0769. That's 0203 515 0769. Inshallah, brothers and sisters, this is a chance for you, inshallah, to ask us any question in regards to the deen. In case you've heard a question from a friend, or you probably heard an answer, but you're not quite sure if the answer was correct, and you wanna know the authenticity behind it, inshallah. So this is a chance for you, inshallah, to pick up your phone and ask us here, bi'ithnillah. طب Shaykhana, before the ad break, our brother did ask us in regards to combining salawat from I remember the Leeds, but what was he?
It was from Bradford to Leeds.
From Bradford to Leeds, inshallah, and he wants to know combining salah, knowing he's going to miss it, and when he's way back as well.
Okay, so since it's a very long and debatable question, and the brother, when he said he is traveling from Bradford to Leeds, I believe it's not that much distance, so it would be most probably 40 to 45 miles.
Right.
So for him to be a traveler is less chance, but as for a winter time, in the contrast of UK, it's a very short time, and if anyone is following the opinion of the first opinion of Asr, and it's very close to the Asr and Dhuhr time is very close.
Sure.
So in this case, so I would say if you are in fear that you are missing or you are going to miss the Asr prayer, because if you are on traffic or on motorway or you caught with traffic, it's very difficult to go to your place on time. So this is why many ulama in the context of the UK, they said you are allowed, but it shouldn't be a habit of doing that.
Sure.
Shouldn't be a habit. As you mentioned, I believe you mentioned, is it for daily or just once?
Right.
So if you are fearing that you will miss the prayer, so it is best to combine it.
Sure.
It is best to combine it. And for Maghrib and Isha, I wouldn't recommend to combine Maghrib and Isha, because by the time the Isha time is very long, you can pray Isha after Maghrib, as long as you are at home, even if late time. So only for Dhuhr and Asr I would recommend, depending on the scholars and depending on the books we read and the fiqh masail we say. And as you mentioned before we went to the break, that inna salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta, this verse is a very prominent verse of the prayer itself. So when someone is reading and going through the verse and reflecting upon the verse, we understand the importance of the prayer itself.
Sure.
As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran, aqimus salah. Wherever he said aqimus salah.
Yes.
He didn't say that go and pray. He said establish the prayer.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are shy outside, like, what if I'm praying now and people are watching me pray?
Exactly,
it's your religion, brother.
Yes.
It's my connection between me and my Lord.
Right.
So I know the best way to get the pleasure of my Lord.
No.
So it's completely up to any brother and sister to perform your prayer.
Sure.
Inshallah.
But we're not exactly encouraging people to go out there. Obviously, we are encouraging them to pray wherever you are.
Yeah,
but obviously, as long as you know you're not putting yourself into danger,
of course,
or in a way where people actually would be picking on you, inshallah. That's not what the Sheikh is meaning, inshallah.
No, of
So
course,
we're just clarifying that.
Barakallahu
feek, Sheikh. We're going to go to our next question here from Facebook. Starts with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Is there any special ways for women to shower after giving birth, or do we need to clean ourselves the same way as we do on a regular shower?
There is no specific way for women to have a shower after the birth.
No.
So it's general thing. But since it's a very sensitive issue, I believe any sister it would be good if you just go to your local imam or ask someone who is experienced in this field.
Right. Barakallahu feek, Shaykhana. Next question we have starts with Assalamu alaikum. Do we have to pay zakah on my children? Saving, which is the children saving money that the mother or the father is actually keeping aside. Do we have to pay zakah from that money?
Yes, this is also a very debatable question as well.
Right.
So, and according to the zakah, I believe, so these questions comes especially during the month of Ramadan.
It does, yes.
But the many ulama, they said, since it's a zakat question and it is very sensitive as well, because it's between you and your Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Sure.
And for the saving of children, many of the ulama, they said it is because you are responsible of that because your children, they are not mature to deal with that money.
Sure.
So you are looking after the money. So in this sense, so you need to pay the zakah
Sure.
for it. But some of the ulama also, they were very liberal. They said because this is the money of your child and he is not in the age of paying the zakah,
Sure.
because the zakah, it has to be an age limit
Right.
of paying the zakah.
Right.
So since your children, they are not in that age or mature, so it is best to keep it, not to give the zakah.
Okay. So this, going back to this answer, it means that the parents do not have to pay no zakah using the child saving that belongs to the child.
Yes.
طيب. Barakallahu fiqh, Shaykhana. Next question we have here is in regards to video games.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Is it haram for us to play video games that brings back the dead to life? So bear in mind it's a video game.
So bringing back dead to life. So when you are playing any game, so many amazing things happens. So many things happen you can't even imagine. I'm playing the game and this is happening, that is happening. In a religious perspective, if you're taking the game into religious perspective, and the brother here, I'm not sure brother or sister, so if they ask like, it is haram, is it haram?
Yes.
So I would say playing isn't haram.
Right.
Playing is permissible.
Sure.
And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there is a clear hadith that sa'atun lak, sa'atun li la'ibik. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to specify some time in your daily routine to play and to enjoy.
Sure.
So in that sense, so playing isn't haram. But playing games, as you said, what is games? What was that
Just
game?
bringing dead people alive.
So dead people alive. So is that a game? So in the game is like part of the game. You are playing part of the game.
No.
But if you're taking it very seriously, it's nothing to take it very seriously. But you have to be careful not to use that game continuously, because that thing might come to your mind that this is something I can do it. I can do in my daily life.
Right.
I can do it in real. So that is how to control the children, or how to control the mind of the children.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's very serious one.
طيب. Barakallahu fiqh, Sheikh. Next question we have from WhatsApp here. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
I have a question. I have not been able to sleep at night for a few months. Is there anything that I could do, or any dua that I can read to make me fall asleep?
Okay. So sleeping is a great ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the Quran, وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا. So I have made the night for you to take a rest.
Yes.
And if someone is not able to sleep during the night for many reasons, there are many prescriptions from the Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, like the Sunnah is, if you are not sleeping, if the sleep isn't coming to you, change your side. So you are sleeping on your right, turn to your left side.
Sure.
And say the dua, أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. And there are many specific du'as as well. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Say the du'as which can give you comfort in your mind. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. And أعوذ بعزة الله. Many other du'a. I'm sure if someone goes on Google, you find many du'as. There is a specific dua. I can't remember it now, right now, but I will try to look for it inshallah. And say in the next episode inshallah.
Bidhnillah. Barakallahu fiqh, Shaykhana. I believe that Brother Umar is back on the line.
MashaAllah.
In case we haven't answered this question, maybe he's got another question. Brother Umar, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Sheikh. Sorry, I think you misunderstood my question.
Go ahead.
I understand. I'm not saying that it's traveling.
Brother Umar.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, speak out loud so I can hear you, because I really can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's better. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yes, I think my question was misunderstood.
Go.
I'm not asking about traveling, rules of traveling, or the distance or anything like that. I understand that. And I also follow the first Asad opinion. But what I'm trying to ask here is that this on a normal day, if I were going shopping to Leeds, I'd establish the prayer on time. But in this particular case, I'm going for work, I'm going for a couple of hours. I don't know what to expect there, what the facilities are going to be like, the toilets and stuff. I just told you
I get it.
I get gas problems, and if I'm in my own workplace, I understand where the facilities, I understand, if they're clean or not, or where I can pray, etc. I don't mind. I'll establish prayer anywhere on the road, wherever. That's not the problem.
Okay.
So my problem is that I feel like this is going to cause me a hardship. So
right.
I'm trying to base this on the hadith when the Prophet combine the prayers, not shorten them, combine them when they weren't traveling.
Sure.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
go ahead.
I think that it's only one day, but I feel like it's going to cause me a hardship because I don't know what to expect for my body when I'm there as well. How my body's going to be like.
No problem.
Like 5 minutes or something.
No problem.
Something like this.
Jazakallah khair. Shaykhana, if you want to answer
I
that.
believe I explained this because you are not traveler. If you think you are not traveler, and it is very difficult for you to reach there by the time, or as you mentioned that
He's not quite sure what the condition is going to be like. And
what the conditions is going to be there. You can judge yourself.
right.
You can judge yourself, and if you find yourself like in a trouble, or I'm not sure whether I will find a suitable place to do wudu, to go to the toilet, to use the toilet. So it's as I mentioned that it is up to you completely.
Right.
Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we find in the Sunnah and in the Hadith that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is a debatable question, as I said before, and it has to be debated through the ulama. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the Hadith it is mentioned that he had combined Dhuhr and Asr many times without any reason.
Right.
Without any like bad weather situation, without any traveling thing, inshallah.
So Shaykhana, sorry, forgive me again, inshallah. We are running out of time again.
Inshallah.
But we'll continue with this, inshallah. So subhanAllah, it seems to be every time Umar calls us, we're taking a break in between. So brothers and sisters, please join us after that break, inshallah, for more Ask Eman. And please remember to call us here live in the studio on 0203 515 0769. That's 0203 515 0769. For me and the Shaykh for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.